All right. So how's it going? Happy Friday, everybody. We've got some adjustments and stuff. We've adjusted the camera. We've made adjustments to the mic and to the game volume and everything. So if anybody hears anything or if it sounds strange or anything, let me know so that I can go ahead and make adjustments. So here we go. We're gonna continue where we left off. Obviously, we're working our way through Greenview and I guess Dirtmouth now. Oh, that's the main town, isn't it? Because we went back to the town. Yeah, we're still working our way through Greenview. So we got that. The other thing I did also was I increased the size on the camera and increased the image from the fan art. And again, we're still hosting Katana's fan art up there. Made it a little bit bigger. There were some requests that couldn't see it or couldn't see it as well. So we went ahead and we increased the size on both the camera and the fan art there. So we're going to continue on with that. Like I said, I know it was just Wednesday. I've been kind of involved with PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, so I'm kind of foggy on. We were in the green path, so we need to go back up. We need to go back and ride the spider. Nope, that's the sign lady. I'm assuming eventually I'll learn this game. There we go. Now we got it. Oh no. Green path, yes. I don't know why I keep calling it Greenview. I keep posting it. I keep posting on my Twitter account and on the boards here. I keep posting that it's that it's not Greenview, that it's Greenway. So I can't seem to make up my mind what it is. All right, so here we go. Right, we fought. Yeah, we went to the lake yesterday. We fought that other female character. We got that from the grub guy. We had saved a grub, so we went back and checked on the grub, and the grub ended up giving us that part of a shell. Do we want to try going up and to the right, that empty space up there above the yeah, we're right here. Let's just go there. Let's just go there for right now. You know, and you guys have been watching me enough. You guys know how this is, Blue's Clues style. If you see something, yell it out. If you know something, say it. If I'm struggling with the puzzle and you know the answer, by all means, go ahead and help. The chat delay is not very big, so you guys can pretty much, like, if you're talking to me, it'll be definitely almost in real time. Just about a second or two is behind. So don't worry about that. So if I pass by a section or whatever, you want to say something, or I'm going too fast and you type, you know, you're not the fastest typer, completely understandable. I type on a keyboard all day, so I got the I got the keyboard memorized. But yeah, if you're not that fast, it's not a big deal. Just say something. Even a quick "Hey, wait," and I'll stop, and you can tell me what it is you need. Do we want to try and mess with this dude again? Oh yeah, that's right. I got dash. I'm assuming at some point in time I'm going to be able to bite this guy. Nice. I'm going to be able to fight this guy without... Oh, he did not like that at all, huh? Nice. His helmet protects him. that make sense of why we can't go up there? No, it doesn't make sense of why we can't go up there, because we can still go this way. Yeah, this is the way we want to go. I don't remember if we went this way yet or not. I mean, obviously I know I can tell by the map what I'm looking at, but I think we stopped for some reason. I don't remember what the reason was. So let's go find out. If you guys remember from last week, this is where we met Tote, was it? Or Tote? The guy that was getting eaten, that was up here. That he was sitting up here, and we rescued him, and then we had to fight that giant daddy moth-looking thing. Alright, I'm gonna heal up really quick. And let's keep going. I have to admit, I've been slacking. I haven't really done a whole lot of reading on this game. I've just been kind of wanting to explore it and enjoy it, and just, you know, as I stream it, just really experience it with you guys. So, unfortunately, I don't have a lot as far as, like, you know, to be able to talk about this game in particular. I don't have a lot, but I could definitely. I was actually just saw that Steam released the Mega Man Classic Collection 2, or what? It's something like that. And it has Mega Man 7, 8, 9, and 10. I was thinking about getting that because it was maybe like 2 months ago. Maybe it was I think it was about 2 months ago. I was watching, and they were doing on Twitch. They were streaming the Mega Man X finals, the speedrunning championships, and that was crazy awesome. Like, if you've never seen these guys do their thing, highly recommend it. Look it up on YouTube. Right, we didn't have a map of this area, and I didn't want to go too far into it because I still hadn't beaten that other girl. But now, we can go into it, and we have dash, so we don't have to be afraid as much. Or, right, because he doesn't get high enough to get up there. But he gets up there, and then he gets up here. And I definitely can't do that. Oh man, and I forgot about those things. Completely forgot about the falling spikes. Oh man, it's a good thing I drove back. But yeah, back to the Mega Man speedrun thing. So that was actually really cool. I learned a ton of stuff that I'd never done before, or I'd never even seen. Just basically like just trick jumps and things that they did. It was pretty. It was very impressive. These guys were really, really good. Right, I'm doing that with no map because I don't have a map, of course. Oops. My fault for not paying attention. My fault for not paying attention. Sorry about that. We got this. Oh man, and I forgot we didn't save it. We're gonna travel back and we're gonna save it at that near side from the spider guy. We're gonna save it on that near side. What happens if I stand here? Does he hit me? No. I'm really curious as to the if you guys remember from not from yesterday, from Wednesday, the line that girl had said. Excuse me, sorry, one sec. She had mentioned something about. Wow, I walked past it and I didn't save it here. I'm really, really bad. She had mentioned something about. Well, one about us being an evil spirit, but she said something else, or maybe it was during. Maybe it wasn't her that said it. Maybe it was after I beat her and did something else. But somebody said something about waking up or don't wake up the dreamer or something like that. And so we'll have to pay attention to that. Definitely still kind of clueless on this story. It's weird. He wasn't here last time. Did you guys notice that? He wasn't there. Thank you for that, Lutz. Appreciate that. I can see the Lutz message. Unfortunately, I can't read it because it's too small on my screen, so we're getting there. By the next time I stream, by Monday, I will have this fixed so that I can not only view chat, but also see the Lutz and the follows and everything. So I'm really sorry about that, guys, but I definitely see it and I appreciate it. And whoever did that, that's awesome. Always appreciated. So thank you for that. For those of you that don't know what that is, if you type in the chat, if you type in the chat right now an exclamation point and type in Lutz, it'll give you a link, and you can look on my page and it explains what Lutz is. Also, if you want just a basic list of commands, just type in exclamation point and then commands, and that'll bring up a link of all the commands that I have, and it'll also bring up a couple custom commands and tell you what specifically they do. You know, the typical stuff. There's, you can gamble in the chat room. There's roulette. There's Russian roulette. There's a couple other things I don't exactly remember right now because I'm in the middle of trying to concentrate on what I'm doing and not lose the train of thought that I had from earlier. You know, the one thing that I keep coming back to this. I know I do, and it's just because of how much. But this game really does, like, it touches that young, the memory, that young child memory of my first time exploring Metroid. I mean, I've played a lot of Metroidvania style games, and aside from Symphony of the Night, even Metroid Zero Mission doesn't compare to the nostalgia feeling I get from this specific game. And I don't know what is it specifically about this game that gives me that huge nostalgia feeling, but this game specifically definitely does it. And oh look, when I beat him, I'll come out right there. But yeah, there's just, this game really draws that feeling. One of the feelings that I always remembered specifically, because I was playing it, was even though I was in a room with other family members, because at the time I didn't have a Nintendo. It was my uncles actually had the Nintendo, and I say uncles because I was at one of their houses. The other one was just always over there because we always just kind of hung out during the summertime. But even though they were in the room and we were all there obviously together, I say, dude. Because they were in the room, and I even with them still in the room, I still felt that loneliness, that feeling of, oh my gosh, I'm by myself, I'm doing this alone. And it was the first game that ever actually gave me that feeling. And the feeling of exploration and just of amazement and wonderment. Yes, that's right, folks. I got all of that just from Metroid. And like I said, I know I keep talking about it, but that ending when you beat Mother Brain and you unlock that ending, and then all of a sudden you get your save code and you write it down, because that was back then also before the games had autosaves. This was, you know, the cartridge was all game. There was no save on the cartridge, so you had to literally type in a code, and the code would then the game would look up the code that you typed in, and it would tell the game where your location is, how many energy tanks you had, how many missile upgrades, and all the different weapons you had and what your location was, and what bosses you had beaten and which ones you hadn't. All from the code. Same thing with Metal Gear, actually. I mean, there was a ton of games, but those were the two games where I actually played them enough. I learned how to manipulate the code itself so that I could give myself more items or give myself more different weapons and stuff like that, because I would sit there and I would play with the different key combinations and try to load, and it was great because if the code was wrong, the game would actually tell you invalid code. So then you would just try and move the key again, be like, all right, well, let's go to, instead of maybe B, try a C. Then you try the C, and then it would load, and then all of a sudden you'd go in your inventory, and you're like, what do I have? I remember I don't remember what the code actually was, but I remember in Metal Gear, I was playing with it one day, and I had typed in I'd figured out the code for giving me a lot, like giving me life, giving me everything, and I moved one letter in the wrong direction, and I remember I spawned in, and I expected to, and I opened my inventory was empty. The only thing I had was 2 rations and a pack of cigarettes for my guy, and I think did I have an empty pistol? I had an empty pistol. That was it. So no key cards, nothing. And then when I rolled the code, so I went back and I was like, well, maybe I made a mistake, right? So I went back and retyped in the original code, and it gave me a rocket launcher, a mine finder, a mine detector. It gave me a ton of stuff. Tried it a second time, and again, same thing. Pack of cigarettes, the empty pistol, and something else. And I was just like, man, I was like, this is the 2 rations, and I was like, this is ridiculous. I ended up just using my normal save and obviously continuing forward and progressing normally through the game. But that was my first adventure in modifying, not so much modifying the game files, but just modifying my save file by trial and error. That's early Game Genie stuff right there for you. That's early cheat console, before the cheat console existed. But yeah, I remember beating Metroid, and Samus's helmet comes off. I think. Right, because I don't remember if it was based off time. Like the faster you, I know it was based off time. The faster you beat the game, the more her helmet, more body parts came off, so that you eventually saw that it was a woman with purple hair. But I don't remember if the time also changed which items came off. No, because it was just how many items came off. Yeah, the time just did how many items came off. Because I remember the first time I beat it, I had a. Did you guys see that? I can actually redirect the falling spikes. Oh, that was awesome. When I first beat it, I only removed her helmet. It took me forever to beat that game, too. So, I only had the helmet. And I just remember just staring at it for a while, and then, the game reloaded, and I was like, dude, I gotta do this all over again, and all of a sudden she just doesn't have a helmet. And then that was when my cousins told me, they're like, if you keep beating it, and if you beat it faster each time, more of the body parts would be removed, so that eventually you see that it's actually a girl, and she's in like a leotard or something. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So that was pretty mind-blowing back then. But this game, like I said, this game captures that same feeling I got. Man, these things are, it's not that they're hard, it's just, again, it's the same thing as last time. Like, the timing is just like I'm swinging, and the sword is just either not coming out, or the animation takes place at the wrong time. Like, I'm swinging, and these things, I'm like, dude, I should be hitting them. Up again. Alright. Well, the good news is those guys don't respawn, if I remember correctly, so 1 down, 1 to go. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember if I went a different way the first time, because for some reason, like I said, I really don't remember seeing the Leafy guy jump up that that second time. Well, the first time either, but the second time definitely. I'm assuming you guys can hear me. If anybody can actually hear me and the volume's okay, let me know, because I would definitely, like, I was testing this for like 2.5 hours yesterday. I got it all the way I wanted, or at least assumed I got it all the way I wanted. And then when I plugged it in today, I ran OBS just released a new update. There were some crashing issues that they fixed, so I ran the update on mine, and then when I went and looked, I realized that almost all my settings went back to default. So I literally had maybe, I would say, I had 2 minutes before I started the stream. So in that 2 minutes, I tested it, but I got it as best as I could, and I was like, this is about as good as it's gonna get. So let me know if you guys are able to hear me and everything, and if it sounds okay. Also with the camera, let me know if the camera looks good, or if not, then I can make some more adjustments. One of the things that we do have on the list is I'm going to be purchasing a green screen so that we can go ahead and just take the background out of this. And for those of you that don't know, I stream out of the living room. In my place, I stream right off of my television. I haven't gamed off of. The volume sounds good for me anyway. Thank you, Katana. Appreciate it. I'm so glad that somebody can hear me. I haven't played off a regular computer monitor in years, at least 5 years, the last time I remember. So I've been playing off of a large screen TV for the last 5 years. It is a high definition television. It is 120 hertz for the refresh rate. So it's a high quality television, because it's got to be, right. It's my monitor as well as my television for not only my gaming, but also for doing everyday work. Those of you that are looking at the webpage, you can see, if you scroll down, you'll see my peripheral devices, and it even gives you a small explanation of the rig that I have. It's definitely a gaming rig. It's a beast. But the monitor is about the TV is about the only thing I would say I could probably do with upgrading a little bit. Especially I think for some of the games I've been playing lately, I should probably stop doing that, right? Like, I should heal up and. Great. I wanted to come over here again, because I was curious as to what else is over here. So how are you, Katana? Happy Friday. Welcome to the stream. Anybody that's out there, welcome. Hopefully we'll do better this next time, so that we don't have to keep continue. Oh, here we go. Yeah, since the other guy's gone. See what I mean? It's like I hit him, and then as soon as he comes back, that one was late. I know that one was late. Okay, fair enough. You gotta be kidding me. And I'm supposed to make that jump? Man, this guy already falls like a stone. Like, I'm supposed to time that? Oh my. This is like Beetle Home. Balderholm. That's, sorry, Balders. That's right. They're called Balders. I got a Balder shell. What do I do with that? Ah. Ooh. It's a new, protects its bearer with a hard shell while focusing soul. The shell is not indestructible and will shatter if it absorbs too much. Well, I got my compass and my soul catcher, so... I feel like I'm not supposed to be here. One, the map hasn't updated and I don't see where the map guy is. And two, I got that upgrade before I got my, before I got anything else. So I feel like we probably actually shouldn't be here. Not a big deal. That was another big thing with Metroid when I was first playing. When I first played it, obviously you don't know the areas, and very often you would find yourself in obviously in an area that you just had no idea why you were there. You were just looking for items and everything. Except since you were mapping yourself, it made it a little bit more difficult to actually figure out where you were supposed to go. And it was also before the internet, so I couldn't just look up the walkthrough. But it was also the determination to keep going that made you... Alrighty, have a good night, Katana. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. I hope you heard me. Okay, so we can't go that way because we don't have a map. We have dash. What can we do? We have dash. Let's go back and save it. Let's go down to the left. I feel like I still have more map that I can get. The electricity looking things. I still feel like we have more map there that we can get. So let's go ahead and let's get some of that. Yeah, we'll hit the save point. Oh no, I forgot about you. Why you gotta be so mean? Everything's so hostile in this game. You gotta admit, that guy's pretty cute. So what do we think is propelling him? Like, is he farting? What exactly is this burst of speed? Is this some sort of gas power that we're looking at? I mean, it's behind him, right? It's generating force. Oh, and you see a stink cloud left behind. I think he's farting. I think we have a winner, folks. Look at that. That's literally passing gas. My man is passing gas. Dude, that dude dropped a lot of money. Yeah, let's go this way. This is the one without the... Yeah, this is the one without the bench. So, oops. And again, worst player ever. Right here. Damn. Goodbye. Kind of nervous because I have a lot of money, or at least I would assume this is a lot of money, and I don't want to lose it. Yeah, we've been that way already. Yeah, I don't think we can go this way. I think we need the other power. I have seen, like I said, I've watched a couple videos of this, so I have seen that there is another power that will propel us forward. All right, we checked up, we checked left. Let's go and check that dark cavern spot. We'll go up and then go in there. And then that'll lead us, if that doesn't lead, and obviously because that doesn't have very much or very many places to go. Once we check that out, we'll come back down, we'll hit that bottom bench by the stone sanctuary, and then come double back and go into the, not the Fog Canyon, but go to the left of it, that smaller room to the left of it, and then we'll go through there. So let's go ahead and, let's go for that. Let's go for broke. Oops. From moss and leaf our life is drawn, while it grows up the path we shall never wilt. Wait, what? It's living. It makes a sound when you hit it. It's living. So yeah, that's just at least that's just my take on this game. So for anybody that's out there looking for a good side-scrolling action platformer, this definitely satisfies. This definitely fits the budget. I was also looking through some of the achievements, because that's something that obviously that I like. I don't think I have enough juice. Right? I don't have enough juice to make that. Hold on, let me beat on this guy for a minute. No, I don't have anywhere near the amount of boost I would need to make it over there. Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm just gonna go ahead and smack this guy around a couple more times. Whoa, or I'll get smacked around myself. No! Oh man. Oh wow, I killed him on one shot. That had to be a crit. Ugh, you, sir. You know, if it right? This game? I mean, seriously. Welcome to the stream. I am One Ink. Thanks for stopping by. I heard that we might be able to get some PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds today. Is that going to be possible? Oh, really? Seriously? Are you just like... Does your stench just last forever? Very offended. Oh, we got a... sorry, you distracted. Got a new laptop. Nice. What did you get? Does it come with pretty colors? What did you get? Tell me all about it. Is it a 17-inch gaming beast? The Razer Blade. Okay. So I'm assuming it's like all black. Did you get like a ton of Razer gear too? Like did they give you the headphones and the mouse and a nice keyboard? Or that just comes with the you just get the laptop? Did you get a t-shirt? Yeah, they gave me the laptop, headset, and mouse. Nice. I do like their headsets. Their headsets are pretty good. And obviously, everybody knows that they're they make top-notch quality mice. Unfortunately for me, Razer's too expensive. But that's cool. I really appreciate this. So you're telling me that you're watching my stream and you have a brand new laptop computer that you could be opening and you chose instead to watch my stream? That's love right there. That's some love right there. I appreciate that. I normally get the hand-me-downs from my little brother. I kind of gotta admit, that's, I'm an only child on one half side of my family, so that's always been kind of nice, like the not having to share things. Not that I didn't learn about sharing, I know all about sharing, but I have to admit, it is kind of nice not to have to share and never to get hand-me-downs. What? How did we pass my soul? What are you guys doing? Aren't you supposed to be paying attention? We gotta go back. We passed my soul, and nobody said anything. Well, that's awesome. I'm excited. Are you gonna be streaming on it? This guy has the weakest jump ever. It's literally like, I can almost see the 30-pound lead weights on his feet. Well. If you do decide to stream on that thing, it could definitely handle it. What's the GPU that it came with? Obviously a GTX M something, but what? Did it come with the M9? The 970? The 1060? Oh my goodness. You'll be able to stream yourself, and you'll be able to, like, stream me from, like, across the country. That's fantastic. I'm gonna wait, because obviously I got a 970 in this, but I do want to get a 1070. But unfortunately, I have to wait till Christmas. And then I can buy myself my present. Dude, that's a huge, huge boost. Like, you're gonna see a ton of improvement in, like, all your games. That's gonna be amazing. I gave somebody, because I had dual 550s in SLI, and I gave them to somebody, and he was using them for a little while. And then he jumped up to, I gave him the two 550s. Actually, did I give him? Yeah, I gave him both of them. Yeah, no, totally, by all means. Like, you know, when you get that thing cranked up, let's get something going. Because, even I'm excited, and it's not even my laptop. I love new toys. That must have been how I made it over the first time. 550 Ti, 760. Now the 1060, I'm plugging things in. Yeah, but you know what? I gotta admit though, those 550s were amazing. Like, they worked really well. And the the person I gave them to actually ended up cleaning them because I had never cleaned the fans. I had these two 550 Ti's cranking Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain, almost max settings, no stutter. They were slightly overclocked, just like maybe like a 10% overclock, nothing big. But it always solid, smooth, stable, great frame rate, everything. I put the 970 in, and it was just like night and day. It just it was just amazing. I just couldn't believe it. Unfortunately now though, with only one card, I have to, physics is being managed by the CPU. But I loved having the dual dual 550 Ti's because that allowed me to do a physics engine off of one and do the other one for GPU, and it was, for the time when I had them, it was amazing. Right, and then the 560s were better than the 760. Yeah, absolutely. Two 560s combined would have been better than one 760. Yes, absolutely. But not better than a 970. That was huge. That jump was crazy. I was actually talking to a friend of mine who just got a 10... Is it a 1070 FTW? I think it's a 10... right? I think the 1070 is the FTW edition. The one that's water-cooled. And that thing's awesome, too. It's amazing. The games, the way the games just run, they no load whatsoever practically. It's just amazing. Right. Oh yes, I remember you now. For those of you that tuned in last week, you'll remember that this was the guy that handed me my ass twice. Obviously, still up to the same old tricks as before. There's got to be a better way to beat him. Is it the it's the Chroma, right? Like you got the Chroma keyboard, not the Roji Biv one, but the Chroma keyboard, the actual, the 1.8 million colors. Right? It's the Chroma one, not the RGB. Yeah, nice, awesome. That's. I wonder. You're gonna have to play something and tell me if it does the certain especially like with the Razer and the Logitech keyboards, the really advanced ones, especially the ones with the color. Typically, they should light up specific keys for specific game commands. So let me know. Definitely, I want to hear about that. Whether this keyboard lights them up. Like the different keystrokes, like WASD and all that stuff. Like the Chroma ones all light up different keystrokes. Virgin territory. We have not been anywhere here yet. Yes. I don't know if your specific keyboard will do that, but the keyboards do that. Help, guys? Anybody? Does anybody play this game other than me? Or are we all literally watching and learning as I'm playing? So, I don't have a map for this either. Did we go upstairs? Did we go up to the top? We missed the top place, the one that I said we should go check out, right? My apologies. I can't even stick to the plan. Like, I tell you guys the plan, and I don't even... How do I expect you guys to follow me on the map if I don't even stick to the directions I'm talking about? Is it 17 inches or is it a 15? I am 1K. Is it a 15 inch or a 17 inch monitor? Run from this thing. 14. Okay. So it's definitely the portable model. So you're gonna be able to take it places and stuff. It's got a. Does it have a DisplayPort out? Or at least HDMI out? And again, I'm really sorry, guys. I know I went the wrong way. It's my fault. Yeah, that's why I went with this one. I totally hear that. It has HDMI. Okay, that's cool. I mean, that's still good. Excuse me. My MacBook Pro is on... I don't want to say its last legs, because honestly I don't want it to be on its last legs, but I get a lot of warnings from the battery. Every time I turn it on, it's like, battery life is decreased. Battery needs maintenance. I'm like, oh man, you're so terrible. So I just do the little trick where you just drain the battery, recharge it, and then do the power cycle, and it resets everything. But it's been happening more and more. And I got an SSD in there, and I upgraded it with I added more RAM. But it's starting to get to the point where that's my I'm gonna have to replace my MacBook Pro. But it is a MacBook Pro from 2000 and it's from like 2008. So it's like it's almost 10 years old. It's amazing. Yeah, exactly. You got to service the battery. I swear to God, they put that crap in there just to make you go and like, oh, you need to buy a new battery. Because it's been saying that for at least a year, and it still works. Although there has been a few times, I did have to replace my, I don't have it in here, so I can't show it to you. My battery cable. My battery cable actually, which is really weird because when I tell you the point that it broke at, you're not going to believe me. But you know where the brick itself, right? The brick that you're holding, the charging brick. Not the cord that runs to the wall, but on the charging brick, the cord that runs to the laptop actually broke. Like that section where the laptop where the brick meets the cord to go to the laptop, right there, the cable ended up severing itself and just separating, and then eventually just being useless. Right, that's what I've heard, but I've never had a MacBook, so that was the first time. I had no idea, and then I looked it up and found out that yeah, that seems to be a problem. Yeah, so I wonder if the new, like, what are the new? I don't know what the new ones look like. Are they still having the same problem? Do they still have like the same garbage brick that just breaks the cable? And let me tell you, if you buy the ones like the knockoff brands, be careful because some of those they'll break after just a few months. I didn't buy the Apple brand. I bought another one very similar to the Apple brand. But make sure when you're buying a brick, you get a high quality one because, one, the brick's got to be able to not only take the juice off the wall, but it's got to then convert it for the laptop. And if it doesn't do that, the brick will overheat and then basically just fry itself. So make sure you guys get a high quality power adapter when you purchase it for the MacBook. Don't skimp out on it. And make sure you get the right voltage. Different years had different voltages. There's your tech tip for the day from, now I'm done working, so let's go back to playing. But yeah, so is it like dead? Like your laptop doesn't, the MacBook doesn't turn on at all, or does it still have at least like life in it? Like, are you going to give it to somebody? It works fine. I'm going to sell it. Alright, cool. Sounds groovy. Well, good luck with that. Alright, again, you guys need to be paying attention. When I get to the area where I can go up, let's Blue's Clues this, alright? Start yelling in chat and tell me that I need to go up. Or else I'm just going to blow right by it again, and then it's going to be like another 20 minutes before we can work our way back here, because I'm terrible at this. You gotta get that master eBay seller rep up. So you gotta put it up on eBay to get that that superstar rank. See, I almost did it again. You guys are killing me. You know, I still have my eBay account and it's still open, and I'm still at a blue star, which I think is like, it's 100% positive, but it's all below, it's below 300 or 500. I had just changed stars, like not too long ago. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. Throw it up on eBay, fool. Throw it up on eBay and then spam the link in my chat so I can go look for it. Like, yeah, I'll give you like $10 for it. We're testing. Right, I remember that. And then great minds think alike, that's what it is. Right, because the puzzle couldn't have just been jump over. The puzzle has to be jump over and slightly dodge this. This is going to be the death of my guy. If anybody out there has anything that they'd like to add, it'd be appreciated, like right now. Boom! Done. Sit down, son. Time's up for you. Oh, and we got something. Cha-ching. What is this? This is the second upgrade item that I've gotten, but I don't have any more notches. So let's see. Senses the pain. Thorns of Agony costs one notch. Senses the pain of its bearer and lashes out at the world around them. When taking damage, sprouts thorny vines that damage nearby foes. All about that. I'll take that one, but I can't equip it. Oh, for those of you that haven't been watching or don't know exactly what this game entails, totally. Those charms, not chimes. Those charms, you can only equip them when you're sitting at a bench. You can't equip them anytime else. Cool, so that's it, right? Well, what do you guys think? We got Fog Canyon and Forgotten Crossroads. And I think Forgotten Crossroads doesn't work because Forgotten Crossroads was that area that was super dark and we couldn't see anything, and I felt like we needed a light ability or something. Like we're missing an ability so that we can really take advantage of that one. Fog Canyon? We're closest to it. We're closest to Fog. Tell you what, let's go to Fog Canyon, take a look, and maybe we'll head up to Forgotten Crossroads if Fog Canyon turns out to be a bust. I've actually, believe it or not, since we were talking about the monitors and the laptops and everything and the graphics, I'm thinking about switching back. Like I said, I've only been gaming for the last 5 years on a 50-inch television, or well, actually, I started on a 47, but then I moved up to a 50 and then a 55. I don't know, but I've been thinking about moving back to a regular monitor, obviously leaving the TV where it is, because the TV has, you know, all the apps built into it, Hulu and all that garbage. But I've been thinking about, I want to maybe move back to a normal monitor, like a 32-inch, just one because of the streaming. It allows, you know, for me to actually have a better setup and everything, because right now I literally, on top of my coffee table is where the the monitor is that I'm talking to you guys, and the camera. And as you guys have all pointed out and noticed before, that the stream is, you know, the camera's a little bit far. It is a 720p camera. It does have really good resolution. It just doesn't look like it because it's so far away from me, and it doesn't have a focus. It has focus. It doesn't have autofocus, and it doesn't have auto zoom. You should get a real monitor. It makes a huge difference for a PC. I know it does, and that's what I'm saying. Like, right now I have the 23, and I have the other two. I have two 23s, but they're just like, you know, spare monitors. Like, one I use for streaming, and the other one just sits up there. I know. I want to get. That's what I'm saying. I want to get a nice 32-inch monitor. I want to get it because of the G-Sync, because I have not found a TV yet that has G-Sync, and that G-Sync with your 1060 or with like my 970 makes a huge difference when playing. So definitely, that's exactly why I want to possibly get get an actual real monitor, because it makes such a big difference, especially with some of the things that have come out, some of the advanced architectures of these graphics cards being able to interface so well with the system. And yeah, I totally would like, and I don't have 4K yet either. That's the other thing too. Right now I'm only gaming on high def, so I would like to get up to gaming on 4K, which would be nice. Right. But yeah, so that's my plan right now, is to get possibly another monitor and try and work on streaming from a monitor, which means I'm also going to have to then buy a nice gaming chair, because as you can tell, I'm sitting on a nice comfy plush not couch, one-seater. It's got an ottoman too, so my feet are kicked up. I do play super relaxed in every sense of the word. But I am wearing shorts. I know you guys can't see it, but I do promise I am wearing comfortable shorts. For all those of you disappointed, I'm sorry. For those of you not, I'm still not sorry. I didn't remember that one being my last life. We're going to go back and get our soul, and then we're going to come back, and we're pretty much going to call it. I think we have fully explored Greenview to the max. So I do feel comfortable saying that we can probably go off and look for another area to play around in. As you guys know, I don't. I try not to stream on the weekends. With everything I already have going on during the week with work and everything, and the normal weekly streaming, I don't stream on the weekends. But being the fact that we might have a good group for our PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, I might choose to stream it. So if any of you guys are interested in that, or if anybody wants to see some of that, we're going to be most likely this weekend, hopefully. I'll have a group of 2 other players, and we'll be able to get into some PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds as a team and get that going for you. So let's go ahead and admire our handiwork. You know, the other thing I love about this game are the details. Like, he literally opens the map. Like, when I hit the button, he opens the map. So let's see. Sorry. Sorry, what do we got? Alright, so we have the Soul Catcher, right? We have Thorns of Agony, the Map Compass, and the shell thing. The Balder Shell. We haven't got another Mask Shard, which we still need to get. We haven't been able to upgrade our nail yet. Only Focus, Vengeful Spirit, and then there's those 3 things underneath there, which I don't know what they do. This thing, still don't know what this is. There's the Mothwing Cloak, the Map and the Quill, and the City Crest, which I still don't know what that does either. Wait, this whole place is Forgotten Crossroads? Oh, but that's Fog Canyon, I see. Cool. So let me think. Is there anything else I need to say before we end the stream? No, I think we're good. Thanks again for everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. It's always great to talk to you guys. I really appreciate that. Again, the person that did that loot drop, really appreciate that. Whoever did that, that's awesome. A quick note about that. If you do want to do ever a loot drop, you can only do it during my stream. If you do a loot drop without my stream being active, it won't go through. So please don't do that. Don't push the loots. Because what will happen is the advertisers will get paid, but it doesn't actually play, so nothing actually happens except that it's just the item doesn't actually happen. So I won't get paid for it, and nothing actually goes through. So unless the stream's actually active, you don't have to do the loot. So I always recommend if you're going to do it at the beginning of the stream. It's appreciated, and we can get the ads and stuff over with and pushed out of the way, so we can get on to the actual good stuff, which is playing the game. Again, appreciate you guys coming out, watching me. I know you guys have tons of different things you could be doing, like opening a brand new, awesome laptop from Razer, or, playing whatever your own games, or just hanging out with your friends. So I appreciate you taking the time out to come and watch me. It's always nice, whether you're, lurkers or just, either hanging out and just watching it and, talking and chat. It doesn't matter, whatever. Everybody's welcome here. It's not a big deal. We're going to pick this up on Monday. As always, we're going to go and, like I said, I want to check out Fog Canyon. Let's go see what's in Fog Canyon. Other than that, I appreciate everybody. You guys all have a good night. Be safe. Good fight. Good night.